Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is RBT, and welcome back to another episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. We're back today because you guys did smash 2,000 likes on yesterday's episode, so if you do want to see another episode out tomorrow, let's hit 2,000 likes once again by tonight. Now guys, next episode is going to be the trade deadline special, probably like a 30-40 minute episode of just your suggestions on trades. So be sure for the last chance in this series to leave your trade suggestion in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured in the trade deadline special. We have a ton of places that we can improve, so be sure to leave your suggestions. Probably we'll go after like 5 or 6 trades, depending, maybe less than that, maybe more, I don't know, depending on what we have left after today's episode. Now, we are going to go after a couple of your suggestions in today's episode, and hopefully on top of that, we can end our 2-game losing streak because, like I said at the end of last episode, it seems like there is a theme in my Connected Franchise Series where we start off the season amazing, we hit like a huge rough patch in the middle of the series, and then we start somehow playing better at the end of the year and end up making the playoffs. So hopefully we can end the streak here, win this week's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are struggling this year, and we can finish the season 13-3. But that is a while away. But with that said, boys, hope you guys do enjoy today's episode, and if you do, make sure to drop a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't, so you do not miss any uploads of this series. But with that said, let's get into trade suggestion number 1, and this is the big one. This is the guy we've gone after earlier in this series, and we couldn't make it happen. But we're going to try our best to make it happen in today's episode. With 125 thumbs up, Cam Miller says to get Marshon Lattimore. Now, Marshon Lattimore is one of the best rookie cornerbacks in the NFL in year 2 in this Connected franchise. He's probably like a 91 overall. I think when we tried to get him earlier this year, he was like a 90, and it was almost impossible to get. But we're going to try again, and the reason we are trying is because like every single episode since we tried to get him previously in this series, seems like he's like a top-rated comment every single time. So with that said, it's been enough comments. We're going to try to get them. But with that said, it's probably going to take a ton to bring them in, but it doesn't hurt to try. Now, he probably is like I'd say a 91 overall, with him being super young and only worth $1.16 million. It's going to be difficult to get him, but we're going to try. Now, you guys were split. Well, I'd probably say you guys actually wanted me to bring or trade away Joe Thomas because he's worth so much. But there was a few Brown fans that did want me to keep him. But if it is what it takes to bring in Marshon Lattimore, we will send Joe Thomas away. Now, I mean, we'll have $21 million remaining, and some teams don't have a lot of cap room, but the Saints have plenty enough. They'll still have $34 million if we do end up making this trade happen. But this is definitely not going to go through straight up. But that is promising. As long as it's not in the red, that means it's possible to get. So we can get Marshon Lattimore probably, but it's going to take a lot. Now, we also, since we did bring in Telvin Smith last episode, I told you guys we could trade away Christian Kirksey, and I hinted at who. I hinted that we were going to trade him away in the next episode because there was a cornerback we were going to try to get, and that's where, this is what I was talking about. Christian Kirksey, 80 overall. This would also shed $4 million off our cap. Send this through, that brings it up into the yellow. Now, we do not have a first-round draft pick because we used it last episode to bring in Telvin Smith. So, we might have to go and trade for one. Now, let's see if maybe the second-round draft pick from next year will be enough to bring in Marshon Lattimore, and it's not. So, we will have to go out and try to get a first-round draft pick from somebody. And that wasn't really promising because that wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be, but a first-round draft pick might be enough. Now, though, who do we trade away to get a first-round draft pick? Do we even have anybody that could potentially be traded away? We do have that backup center, Nick Grant, who they do want. That's actually pretty big. So now, what if we use Nick Grant instead? So Joe Thomas and Christian Kirksey. There's no way I think this goes through, right? That's so close, but it's just not going to happen. Maybe we can trade away Nick Grant to somebody else for a first-round draft pick. Any team out there with their number 1 need as a center, you would be extremely clutch. The Bills, their number 2 needs a center, so why not try to get the Bills' first-round draft pick? So we send this through. That's about halfway. Now, if we throw in our second-round draft pick from next year, I think this would be accepted, so why don't we go ahead and also try to get like a 6th and 7th out of the deal. Send this through. Pretty close, but I'm not sure if it actually will be accepted. Will this be accepted straight up? And it was. So we do get a first round draft pick from the Bills. So now If this doesn't go through, we might be effed. So hopefully it does go through, because if it doesn't, I don't know what to do, but we're going to try our greatest, my boys. So left tackle Joe Thomas, Christian Kirksey, and a first-round draft pick to bring in the best young cornerback in this game, Marshawn Lattimore. Please be accepted. And it was. Thank God. I was actually worried. So just like that, we get one of the hardest players to bring in year number 2. It takes a ton to bring him in, but we do make it happen. Marshawn Lattimore for Joe Thomas, Christian Kirksey, and a first-round draft pick. But now we do need to go out and get a tackle, because our biggest problem last episode was we could not protect the quarterback because we traded away Layton Johnson. So with that said, we have traded away now both of our offensive tackles, so we at least not need to try to get one in today's episode. Now with that, another top-rated comment with 161 thumbs up, Jacob Lewis says to get Alejandro Villanueva and move him to right tackle, or move Joe Thomas, which we did move Joe Thomas. So we are going to get Alejandro Villanueva, and hopefully he will help us out at the left tackle position, which I'm assuming he is. And he's only a 79, which that might not be good enough. There's a lot of thumbs up, so we'll try to get him. But if he doesn't play well, we could just trade him away next episode, and it depends on who you guys suggest for me to get. But we will try to get him, but that's kind of not promising. So what's it going to take to bring him in? We have Ross and Thurber. Elijah McGuire. Will this be enough? I don't know if it will be. Just in case, let me just see. Like, let me throw in let me just throw in a couple of just crappy draft picks, see how close it gets. Not very close, and they value him at 4 stars. So it's going to be a little bit harder than I thought. Kyle Juszczyk, they need a fullback, but I don't really want to trade away Kyle Juszczyk. Or they want Terrell Pryor. Fortunately, they do not want Terrell Pryor, although it's kind of close. I mean, that wasn't close. I'm not that dumb. That's higher than what I thought for a 72 overall player they weren't actually interested in. Went up quite a bit. But anyways, let's try Elijah McGuire to see how close this gets by itself. Gets up into the yellow. So now if we actually go and trade away Terrell Pryor, and then maybe another player that they would want, maybe, what player? Maybe James Burgess by chance? Send this through. Went up into the green, but what do we do now? James Perryman, I don't want to trade him away. Derek Kindred. Do we have like a right end or something? We have Antoine Eason, who I don't really want to trade away. Gosh, kind of stuck here. Zach Boehner by chance? Didn't really go up either. So maybe we need to trade up some of my draft picks to bring in Alejandro Villanueva. I mean, he's only a 79 overall. So that's kind of not what I wanted. But anyways, try to trade up to like at least a 3rd round draft pick from next year. See if we can get that from somebody. A 3rd round draft pick from 2000. I guess it would be 20 at this point. They don't even have that. That sucks. So a 3rd round draft pick from the Titans. Please give it to me. And it was accepted. So now I think we might be able to squeeze this deal out just barely. But all that matters is if we can make it go through. And keep in mind though, going into the trade deadline next episode, we have a ton of cap room, so we can get players with big contracts, and that's kind of why I was glad we could trade away Joe Thomas, because we shedded a ton of our cap space. But now, if we throw in Elijah McGuire, we throw in that 3rd round draft pick from next year, is this enough to bring in the maybe like short-term replacement for Joe Thomas? Sending this through. Pretty close now, so now I think if we can just throw in a crappy player like James Burgess, maybe that means, or maybe this will be enough to make this deal get accepted. Wow, extremely, extremely close. So hopefully Terrell Pryor now will be enough to make the deal go through. And it was accepted. We get our new, maybe short-term left tackle. And with that, I don't know. We're going to have to see how the team performs today. We do need to go sign. Let me just make sure we can sign a couple running backs, just since we have the cap space now. The couple reasons I didn't have 4 running backs previously is because we were kind of low on cap space, but now we're golden. And I'm not confident with Ross and Thurber as my backup quarterback. So with that said, we'll sign. Brad Kayer's on our practice squad. I forgot about that. Let's sign Nate Sudfeld, just in case. we'll sign 2 running backs. Go with Teron Ward and Lorenzo Taliaferro. And we should be okay at the running back position. Because I just got to think about it. I don't really like only having 3 running backs when we have the roster space. So why not? And unfortunately, Alejandro Villanueva's down to a 77 because his confidence lowered. I'm not sure if your confidence gets lowered once you get traded, but hopefully he just plays okay. But with that said, boys, let's look at the team really quick before we jump into the game. Just show you guys what we actually need. I mean, potentially, it all depends on how he plays, but we at least need a better right tackle for the trade deadline. And keep in mind, we'll be doing a ton of trades next episode, probably at least 3 or 4. So we need maybe a new left tackle, maybe a new right tackle. Up to you guys. We need, I would say, we can potentially go after one more good wide receiver. I mean, Juju Smith is good, but we can put him at the number 4 and maybe trade away Josh Gordon, depending on what you guys want to see. And I do want one more good defensive tackle. That's a big thing. I really definitely want a new defensive tackle. So with that being the case, if we do get another defensive tackle, we could trade away Danny Shelton for something else. And we could be okay at the cornerback front, but maybe we get one more superstar and trade away Jason McCourty and have DRC as the 4th. I was potentially going to trade away DRC, but nobody wants him, so that's why I haven't traded him away. But that's pretty much it. Definitely a new defensive tackle, maybe another superstar cornerback, maybe another wide receiver, but definitely 2 offensive tackles, or maybe just 1, depending on how he plays. But anyways, boys, be sure for the last chance in this series, maybe, to leave your trade suggestions in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new, turn on the notification bell if you haven't, like the video if you haven't. With that said, let's end this 2-game losing streak, beat the Steelers, and smile. Well, there's another, wow, great start of the game. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Jesus Christ, why are teams able to run like against us all of a sudden? Last episode they were able to run against us, and this episode they weren't. Like nobody was able to run against us all season long. And what the heck? Dog, the spin move is AIDS. This game is AIDS. I feel like I have AIDS. Hopefully I don't have AIDS, because my girlfriend would not be happy. But 1st down and 10. They're in the red zone now. I was trying to wonder why they're so bad. I mean, they have Big Ben, have Antonio Brown. Like, why is the Steelers so bad? Pick that off, please. Maybe because Big Ben has some type of degenerative, like, Alzheimer's disease because he's getting so old. AJ Bouye with the pick. This game has started off wild, but at least we have the ball, I guess. Well, beautiful start offensively to the game. 2 runs for -6 yards. 3rd down and 16. Let's see if we can do the one thing that works for us sometimes, and that's a post route to Adam. Adam could score a touchdown potentially if he would stayed outside, but anyways, I like it. I like it. It's the only play that freaking works for us. 3rd down and 2. Let's do some good things here and pick this up. Nice blocking, guys. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm in the kind of mood. I'm in the kind of mood to do this. Faking the punt. I think there's a glitch currently like online that you can't complete fake punts even if they're wide open. So hopefully it's not the same thing in, like against the computer, because if he's open and drops, I'm gonna be pissed off. Okay, he's open. He's open. He's gonna catch this. Let's go, Perryman, the rookie free safety, my boy J.K. Scott with the throw. We needed something like that to happen because now I'm smiling. Josh Rosen scrambling. I did not think that was gonna be that effective. But he gets a big scramble to the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 1. I'm going to hand the ball off to my 99 overall running back, playing against his former team that traded him away. Hopefully, he can get 3 foot. No hole. We don't pick it up. Great. Le'Veon Bell. Great game against his former team thus far. 3 rushes for -8 yards. And you know what? Since we went for it on 4th one time this drive, let's do it again. Isn't that the smart thing to do? Hopefully, I don't look like an idiot. So 4th and 3. Let's just do the dang thing. Adam Thielen, that's going to be a catch. That's going to be a touchdown. It takes 2 fourth down conversions on this drive. It was a wild one, but we scored the touchdown nonetheless to get a big touchdown, which at least boosts my confidence at least a half a bit. Because we didn't start the game off great defensively either, because they ran the ball for 60 yards in the first play. 3rd down and 7, man. They're still running the ball pretty effectively against me. But let's just get off the field here. That's a pick to Ryan Shazier. Big Ben is having the worst game of his career. No wonder they suck. Ryan Shazier doesn't bring the ball back for a pick six. Big Ben at least is a good tackler. He's having an awful game. Thank God, because they're running the ball pretty effective. But anyways, we get the ball like at the 32-yard line. We've got to score because I don't know how long Big Ben's going to keep playing like this. But if he keeps playing a little bit better, they're going to score because he keeps running the ball like it's nothing against us. This could be a big catch. That's going to be Le'Veon Bell laying out. Maybe he's not running the ball effectively in this game, but at least he's catching the football. Up the middle, Le'Veon Bell. Got a little bit too excited. Oh, God, he's hurt. Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Somebody hurt? Somebody's hurt. It was Le'Veon Bell. He didn't look hurt. But anyways, hopefully he's not out for a long time. Alvin Kamara in the ball game. He runs the ball right up the nipple hair as we take a 2-touchdown lead, which seems like the first time we've done that in like a month. This could be his third pick of the game. Marshawn Lattimore, his first game as a Brown. I thought the deflection was going to land in the hand of a Brown, but didn't. But good play nonetheless, I guess. If we can get this stop here, this might actually end up being somewhat of a blowout, which has probably never happened in this series. Actually, we got one decent win. But anyways, come on, get the Big Ben sooner or later. Yep, and knew that same exact effing thing was going to freaking happen every time. And you know what makes it even worse? You want to know what makes that play even worse than what it already is? Let's go back and watch the replay. We go back and watch what happens. Not only does he get a catch because he waits in the pocket for 15 decades, just wait to see what happens. Wait to see what happens. Wait on it. Wait on it. There it is. There it is. We have a bunch of guys taking pictures of the play, making fun of us. I like it. That's got to be a penalty. That's definitely got to be a penalty. Handoff. Ryan Shazier is going to be all over that. It's going to be a 3rd down and short. I highly doubt we actually get the stop here. I'm glad I'm confident in myself and in my team. So 3rd and 2. Let's operate this helicopter. Do the things you got to do. That's a false start. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 7. Thank God that guy has hearing problems. Joel Bitonio. The Steelers have like our whole entire team. I just thought about it. They have Terrell Pryor and Joel Bitonio. 2 players. It's the whole team. So 3rd and 7. Have a better chance now to actually hold them here. Let's just do the dang thing. Let's be great. Can we get pressure? Joey Bosa seems like the only person that actually gets in the backfield nowadays. Gets the sack. And eventually, thank God, we do get off the field. Evan Ingram's going to be open. He's going to make the catch down to the 22-yard line. Finally, it seems like for the first time in a couple episodes, all things are clicking. Well, my dudes, 3rd down and 13. Somebody, I don't know who just got injured, but somebody just got injured. But in their honor, let's pick up this 1st down. Let's just do the dang thing. Let's do the dang thing. T.Y. Hilton, I think, is going to be able to make this catch, and he does. Hangs on down to the 11-yard line. Why's going to be open? That's going to be Le'Veon Bell, who can't do anything on the freaking ground this game, but can actually catch the football. Had a big catch earlier, and this time gets into the end zone through the air as we take a 3-touchdown lead, completely redeeming ourselves from the last 2 games, as hopefully I'm not going to pull a Falcons and choke this one away. Or I guess at this point it's the Chiefs. I'm a Titans fan. The Chiefs choked, so I guess they're the new meme. That's going to be a pick. Oh, Telvin. Telvin. Bad. Come on, don't do the back route things. I got that covered, please. Nope. Lattimore. Marcus. Come on, boys. 3rd down. Let's hold them to a field goal. We had that covered, and somehow they still find the throw. Oh, boys, what are they going to do? Are they going to run the football? Run it. I dare you. They're throwing it. They are throwing the football. They're throwing it. That's going to be a touchdown. F my life. And cut off my kneecap with an arrow. Le'Veon Bell with a huge run to start off the second half. Runs over a Steeler. Gets into plush territory. And if we can score a touchdown on this drive, I think it should be a GG. But crazier things have happened. And we got to remember we are playing Madden. 3rd down and 9. Let's just do the dang thing. Go to the drag here. Adam Thielen is going to get close to the 1st down marker. 4th and 3. I am going to go for this. We've made two straight fourth down conversions in this game, you know what? I'm going to run the same exact play because that's what smart people do. So 4th and 3. Can we get lucky one more time? Oh God, T.Y. Hilton has a little bit of space. Picks up the first down. 3 for 3. I'm the greatest. I'm the one. I'm the man. Well, unfortunately, another 3rd down and long. But let's just do the dang thing. Adam's going to be open. Adam's going to make the catch. And Adam is going to have the ball at a yard. That's number is 20. Our backup running back's in the game now. A little change of pace. He has a huge carry. Dog, who is this? Ward. I like this guy. Ward makes... Who? Who? Dog, that's going to be our starter. Terran Ward, 73 overall, with the touchdown run. That he has more yards than both of our running backs combined in this game with that one carry. I mean, I'll take it, but I think we just found ourselves a hidden gem. 3rd down and 7. If we don't get this stop after that drop pick, I'm going to be a little bit salty. Not a lot, just a little bit. He's going to come back and be open. Yep, I had to go cover the route myself. Nope. He had a foot out. Nope, review. Review, please, or don't. Nah. He had a foot out of bounds. I'm going to review that. Can I review? Can I challenge? Challenge. I'm throwing the flag. He had a foot out. He had... Over... Dog. If I would not have challenged that, they would have got the first down. The booth is not going to review it. I'm a genius. Alvin Kamara with a huge run. That's going to be another touchdown on the board as we take a 35-7 lead. Like, Alvin Kamara had maybe like 6 yards on like 10 carries combined thus far up to that point. But that shows his burst of speed, and that shows why so many people wanted to see him in this series right there, as there's no coming back for the Steelers at this point. And after those 2 losses that we took in back-to-back episodes, we needed a big win like this. Oh no, that should have been a pick. Jeremy Curley with the catch. I mean, if we caught every interception that we could have potentially had this game, we could have picked Big Ben off like 5 or 6 times. Well, that's annoying. That is going to do it as we get a pretty massive win, 35-14 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I was actually kind of worried going into this game. I thought the streak might continue because, I don't know, we always end up losing like 3 or 4 games in a row. But no, it's not going to happen in this series. So we come out in a huge fashion and get a massive 3-possession win. Might be like our biggest win of this series thus far this season. But anyways, played pretty good. Aside from that first drive, I was scared to death. I thought they were about to run for 400 yards on us. We did okay. We did the dang thing and picked Big Ben off a couple times. Got a big win. But anyways, looking at the stats, ran the ball a lot this game. Josh Rosen 11 of 13. 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks when Big Ben threw 2. J.K. Scott with a 118.8 quarterback rating. Don't see that every day. Le'Veon Bell, 3.8 yards per carry. Just pounded the rock with him. Didn't do anything too crazy. Alvin Kamara with that big run, and aside from that, he had like 5 yards. And the main man, Terran Ward, needs to see the field more. And Adam Thielen, always leading us in receiving yards. I think, once again, we only had 1 sack this ball game, which is kind of worrying, because our defensive line's better than that. Well, boys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the Cleveland Browns Madden 18 Connected Franchise Series. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to drop a like. Like I said, guys, 2,000 likes by tonight, and the trade deadline special episode will come out tomorrow. And be sure to have a chance to take part in that episode by dropping your trade suggestion in the comment section below to have a chance to be featured. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on the notification bell if you haven't. With that said, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.